Any doubts in maths circle?
Ma'am, I have doubt in the fill in the blanks few questions.
Fill in the blanks. You have to tell me because I don't have that book.
Ma'am, it's told that the length of the tangent from the external point P on the circle with
Hmm.
center O is always dash OP.
They are always greater or equal to, you have to check out. This is a circle.
Yeah.
The length of this tangent. And this is OP. P. This is O. This is 90 degree.
Yeah.
So this is right triangle. Which side is greater?
The perpendicular. I
Perpendicular is
mean
greater.
hypotenuse. Hypotenuse.
This is a
OP is
hypotenuse. OP is the hypotenuse. That
yeah.
means we know that is a right triangle. In that hypotenuse is the highest, this is maximum distance.
Yeah.
Length is maximum is in hypotenuse. So AP
Yes.
is always
Less than
less than
hyp.
OP.
Okay.
Lesser than hypotenuse. That is OP.
And ma'am, another one. If the angles between the two tangents that are drawn from the point P to a circle of radius A and the center O is 60 degree, then OP is equal to dash.
2R. What they have given?
Uh, Two tangents from the external point P
Okay.
and the
External
angle
point P. Yeah.
and the angle between the two tangents is 60 degree.
Yes, this is 60.
Radius is A.
A.
Yes.
Okay.
Then OP is equal to dash.
OP distance you have to calculate. So this is O. This is 60. That means upper one is 30.
Yeah.
This is A. This is 90 degree. So that means
Yes.
sine 30 is
1/2.
1 by 2. What is sine 30 in this triangle? OAP triangle.
OA.
OA
A.
by OP.
Yes.
That is this one. OA is A.
Yeah.
A by OP is equal to 1 by 2. So OP is equal to
2A.
2A. Double the radius.
Ma'am, I have doubt in
In
MCQ.
MCQ, which question?
Sixth one. PQ is a tangent to a circle with center O at the point P. If triangle OPQ is an isosceles triangle, then angle QOP is equal to.
Yeah, PQ is a tangent to the circle with center. PQ is tangent to the circle with center O. At the point P. PQ. OPQ is an isosceles triangle. At the point P. OPQ is an isosceles triangle. The angle OQP. QOQP. So it is isosceles triangle. So it is coming like this here. This is isosceles triangle. That means this and this angle is equal. This is 90. This is Q here then. Because PQ is equal to OQ. So the same distance, the Q should be there. Isosceles triangle, OQ is a hypotenuse that cannot be equal to other two sides. So only OP and PQ will be equal. If this is 90, then this angle will be
40.
45. Because two sides are equal, that means two angles will be equal. So x plus x is equal to 90. So x is equal to 45. Okay.
Ma'am, 12th one. AB and CD are two common tangents which tangents to circles which touch each other at C. D lies on AB such that CD is equals to 4 centimeters and AB is equals to.
AB and CD are the common tangent to the circle which touch each other at C. two circles are intersecting at C. This is point C. AB and CD are the common tangents. D lies on AB such that CD is equal to 4. So this is a tangent actually. Like this way, it is one tangent. Another one is this tangent. So this is A, this is B, this is two tangents, and D is on AB such that CD is equal to 4. Then AB is equal to, so from D, DA and DC, two tangents are there. So AD will be, what is the
4.
distance AD? 4. And DB is also 4. So AB will be
8.
8 centimeter. Then
8th one. Sorry, 18th one.
18th. At one end of the diameter PQ of a circle of radius 5 centimeter, tangent XPY is drawn to the circle. At one end of the diameter PQ. PQ at one end, radius 5, the tangent XPY is drawn. XPY. XPY is drawn to the circle. Length of chord AB parallel to XY. Here or here, anywhere. So this is center O. This is AB, which is parallel to XY. And at a distance of 8 centimeter from P. 8 centimeter, that means it should be here. The total distance is 8. AB is at a 8 centimeter from P. That means this is, if suppose M point you get, so that is PM is equal to 8 centimeter. And OP, which is a radius, which is 5 centimeter. So this is 5. So this OM is equal to, what is the distance OM? 3 centimeter. So this is 3 centimeter. OB is radius of the circle, which is 5 centimeter. This is parallel tangent. These two tangents are parallel. That means this angle and this angle is equal, alternate interior angles. So therefore, OM is perpendicular to AB. So perpendicular from the center bisects the chord. Therefore, this is 3, this is 5. So BM is 4. BM is 4, that means AM is also 4. So AB will be 8. 4 plus 4, which is 8 centimeter. Is that clear?
And ma'am, the 51st one.
Others are not solved anything. Other students are enjoying holiday.
Even I had doubt in the 51st one.
51st. 51st, we have solved in the beginning. That is the last question of NCRT. And Vishnu, you only told me that answer.
I couldn't get it this time.
NCRT, this question, remember? What is it told? The last question of NCRT. Is this clear?
Ma'am, so the reason that we'll write is that the quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtends supplementary angle at the center.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
So here immediately after this, the same question we have solved.
So the answer is 55 for the 51st one.
Yes. What question is gone? Okay, there we have solved. Question MCET example I opened at the same time we have solved that. All these questions you have to practice. Okay, if you don't practice, if you have left anything, then right now gone. This year, your practice is not happening properly. I'm not satisfied with the practice going on with you people. At home, how much you're doing now, you are responsible for your practice. If we would have been in the proper classes going on, that I would have taken the test every week, 2 tests, we would have done it. But due to this one part, there are many things online is not possible to take it. So there are many things coming in. So this one obstructions are much more there. It's not happening properly. So I'm teaching most of the part, but the thing is taking the test. You people are not still, I don't think so. You are taking it seriously. I'm not finding that you are taking anything seriously. Two tangents are inclined at 60 degree, are drawn to a circle of radius 3. This is radius 3. Then the length of each tangent. So if you draw on this point P, this is A, this is B. Then APO, this angle will be 30 degrees. Then for AP and OA, relation is, which relation we can use? This is 90 degree, this is 30 degree. So which ratio we can use? Trigonometry.
Cos.
You don't have OP value. You have only radius. Opposite side value is known. Adjacent side is not known. Tan 30 is equal to OA by AP. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3 is equal to OA is 3 by AP. So AP is equal to 3 root 3 centimeter.
Ma'am,
Thank you.
ma'am,
Yes.
can we also do the same using sine theta?
Sin theta OP find out and then again use cos theta.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other doubt? Fine. No
Ma'am.
doubts for the yes?
I have one more doubt. Like
Yes.
the two tangents drawn from external point to a circle are dashed to the segment joining the circle to a point.
One more time. What? 1 second. What? Can you repeat again?
Yes, ma'am. The two tangents drawn from the external point to the circle to a circle are dashed to the segment joining the center to the point.
Dash to the segment joining center. Center and dot point is OP. Are equally inclined to the segment joining the center to the point. Are equally inclined.
How?
The OP, the two AP and PB, when they are joining, that angle is bisected, no?
Yeah.
So they are equally inclined.
Okay.
They're equally inclined to OP. So angle PAO and BPO, APO and BPO are equally inclined to OP.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I did this in a different method. It's like I drew a circle and I made the two extra tangents join at a point P, which is exterior to the circle. That point I took it as 90 degrees. So when this segment from the center to the point it joins, each angle will be 45 degrees, right? So using sine 45, I found out that the radius was just like it was equally inclined to the segment. Is that right?
You do anyhow one word that is needed there. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. But ma'am, like, is that method right?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other doubts? Any of the doubts today? Ask me. Only today. This is a circle doubt. Any other chapter started in the school other than this? Any of the sections? No. Probability and statistics they have not done, no? School till now?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Oh,
No,
ma'am.
good. So that means at least we have finished those. They will start with probability only, I think so. So now next, it's in your hand, triangle or application of trigonometry. What should we start? Triangle or application of
triangle.
trigonometry?
Triangles.
Triangles.
An application of trigonometry.
Two answers will come then how to do.
Applications of trigonometry.
Application. Triangles. Any other? Any other? What's everyone says? No, this one I check. And whoever is more voting, then I will do that. Start that chapter. Application of trigonometry can be finished in this week. Triangles will take time. 2 to 3 weeks minimum is needed. 2 weeks minimum needed. It will go more over that.
Ma'am, then we'll do applications itself.
Ma'am, applications of trigonometry.
Triangles will take 2. Yes, there are 4 exercises. Only NCERT are doing triangles. You're not doing any other things than other than NCERT right now. After that, at the end, yes, triangles, many other questions we will solve. Some more questions, not more than that. Triangle basically fully based on NCERT. Each and every question of NCERT you need to know. And beyond that, few questions more. 10 questions more extra apart from the NCERT you have to do, but it will take a lot of time. 2 weeks, minimum time of 2 weeks is needed. 10 to 15 classes for that chapter. It's a long chapter. And all theorems proving, fully proving chapter that one is. Application of trigonometry is a solving chapter. You have to solve. You have to form the this one figures and you have to keep solving that. So what should be started?
An
More number.
application.
Ma'am, applications of trigonometry.
Applications.
Oh, okay, fine. Application of trigonometry. Easy chapter based on application trigonometry. One thing very important in this chapter is forming the information, first reading it properly. Chapter easier is trigonometry, obviously. Application of trigonometry is easier, but thing is one very important fact is you have to learn this one, read the question very carefully and forming the triangle from that is important task. After that you can solve it. Everyone who don't know that's this one also, they can solving part is nothing important. You can easily solve. Two angles you have to consider, a ratio, trigonometric ratio you have to find out, and find out the distances between them. Distances, heights and distances you have to calculate. Only tough part is forming figure. You have to form the figure according to the word problem given to you, and from that forming the figure and then finding the angles. That. So in that one, first you need to know the angles. What do you mean by angle of elevation, and what do you mean by angle of depression? So what are those? Angle of elevation, two factors you have to learn in this chapter. Yes,
Ma'am, our circles is not completed, ma'am.
it's completed now, most of the questions.
Ma'am, the RD Sharma, that exercise we didn't finish. We did till 45.
45. So few more, 6 questions are there, no?
7, yeah.
752 questions are there. So those are easier. You can solve those questions. The important ones, according to me, I have finished. You have still any doubt in that?
No, ma'am, it's all done.
First solve and check out if you don't get it. Every one of you. If you don't get those 6 questions, then you can ask me. Applications of trigonometry. In that, you need to know about angle of elevation and angle of depression means what? So angle of elevation. So here one thing important, that is all the natural things, constructions are always perpendicular to the ground. So when a pole is erected or a building is constructed, hill is there, the height of the hill you have considered, the cliff of the ship we have considered, or the lighthouse, when they are present. So whenever we always consider them perpendicular to the surface. Their height is always considered as a straight line, and it is perpendicular to the surface always. Pole, tower, building, tree, height of the tree, bridge. Any person is standing on the bridge, so its height from the ground. Person on bridge, person in a plane, aeroplane, moving. So all of them are we consider as their height from the ground is always the perpendicular height we have to consider. Now when a person, this tower is perpendicular to the surface, this is height of the tower, we are considering as we are only considering two-dimensional figures. Height is only the length we are considering. We are not considering its dimensions. Whatever the size of that, other than height, we are not supposed to consider. Now the top of this object can, when it is seen from a person on the ground, if it is suppose he is here, when he sees that top of the tower or top of the building, how he will look? His line of sight is this way. This is his line of sight. So this line of sight makes some angle with the ground. Line of sight is upward. He is looking upwards when he is looking towards the top of the tower. So this is a line of sight. So when you look upward, your line, the rays reaching from that, it is a straight line to your eyes. So this line makes some angle with the ground. So that angle is called as angle of elevation. So this angle is angle of elevation because it is when this is a line when you are looking upwards. Upward, so therefore word is elevation. Okay. So when any person looks upward, when any person looks upward, his line of sight makes angle with the ground, makes some angle with ground. That angle is called angle of elevation. And when another one is angle of depression. That means whenever any person is standing on the top of the building, that means on the terrace top when you are standing. So when you look downward, when you look to a person who is on the ground, any car is on the ground. So when you are looking, in which direction you are looking, upward or downward?
Downward.
You have to look downwards. So when you are looking downwards, your line of sight is a straight line looking at that person or a car. So this is line of sight which you are looking downward. This line of sight will make an angle with the horizontal line. So this with the horizontal line always. The line of sight makes the angle with the horizontal line. That horizontal line is always parallel to the ground. So that angle is called as angle of depression. Angle theta is angle of depression. So when a person is looking downwards, when he is standing on the top of the tower or top of the building, when he looked downwards, that means to a person on the ground or to a foot of the another object, another building, or towards the window of the building, so he has to look downwards. So that his line of sight is downward direction. So this line of sight makes some angle with again the horizontal line, always horizontal line. So that line of sight making the angle with the horizontal line, that angle is called as angle of depression.
Ma'am, is so the angle of depression is always
Equal to the angle of elevation. Yes. If the person, the same person, when he, one person is looking upward, downwards, the same person, if he looking upward, the angle made by that is always equal. So this angle and this angle is equal. This angle and this angle is always equal because this line, up, this line and ground line is always parallel to each other. So instead of using this angle, we are using this angle to form the distances or heights.
Ma'am, the angle of depression or elevation is always, angle of depression is always from a height.
Yeah. It's always from certain height. Then only you can do look downwards towards the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another points you need to know about the sun's altitude. What do you mean by sun's altitude? Sun's altitude. So one thing about the sun's rays you need to know, that is sun rays at the same time of the day makes the equal angle with the ground. Sun rays at the same time of the day, at the same time of the day makes equal angle with the ground. Now suppose, for example, if the one tree and one, this is a one tower and another one here is a tree. So at the same time when the rays reaches the ground, so it is moving on the this one this way, and another ray is reaching from the top of the tree and reaching the ground. Then this is one ray and this is another ray. Both of them at the same time of the day, this angle and this angle made by them are always equal. And these angles are called as angle of, this is all, these angles are called as sun's altitude.
Ma'am, but
Sun's altitude is, yes,
they originate from the same. So,
they are
so how can
originating from the sun. So, but they are traveling a long distance. So the sun, this one, the earth for the, as compared to sun, earth is a point size. So the when the earth, the any rays reaches the surface of the earth, they will always make at the same angle with the ground. And that angle of elevation is called sun's altitude. Is that
Ma'am,
clear?
isn't it angle of depression?
Yes, angle of depression. No, this angle made by the sun with the ground is called sun's altitude. For drawing that one originating point, we don't know. No, we cannot draw on our paper. Because
Yeah,
sun is very far away.
understood.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, even if the height of the trees vary, the angle remains the same. right?
Yes. Whatever the height person is, the person's shadow, the final point when when sun's rays reaches from our top of our person's head, and though it is a tower or a 25 floor building also, the rays which they are coming from the top of those things and reaches the ground, they always makes the equal angle. But the
Okay.
one thing important, that is the time should be same.
Okay, ma'am.
When the time is same, the sun is at the same position.
Okay, ma'am.
So therefore, angle made by them is equal, and that angle is called as sun's altitude.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Is there any relation between the sun's altitudes at different times of the day?
No, there is no relation. They're different. Depending on the position of the sun, every time it is changing.
So each time it's like the however it is each time, like it's
Yeah.
different.
Now, same time we are seeing the 10:30 angle made is different. At 11 o'clock, we will see the angle made is different. 12 o'clock is sometimes it is completely perpendicular.
Oh, okay.
Then 12:30 it is again bending on other side, but the angle is different. 1:30 is different. So if you remember the this one calculation, the time calculation is done on the sun's altitude.
Yeah.
Earlier days, the
Yes.
sun's clock when we use it. So sun's clock is that same thing. The angle they were checking it to measure the time that time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that works on sun's altitude only.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
So like there's no fixed value for like each
No,
minute.
there is no angle exactly. There is actually, we can count it, but right now that is much more complicated one.
Ma'am,
Yes.
so at like every day at a particular time, the angle will be same, right? Like for example, today 10:30 and tomorrow 10:30, the angle made will be equal, right?
Yes. But sometimes when the meridian changes, that time is a problem.
Okay. Thank you,
But
ma'am.
other times is approximately same.
Okay.
Approx values are changing with one minute minute change might take place.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, write it down this part. Explanation is this much only. Now after that we have to see the questions, and based on that the solutions. Different questions and their different solutions, because it is completely dependent on the figure, how we got it, how we will get that figure. It's completely depend on that. One second, I will take the NCRT questions. First, we will solve the simple NCRT questions. Then we will go through the Adi Sharma questions. Completed the earlier part. Have you written down?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, could you scroll up?
Friday there will be the real number test online, objective.
Ma'am,
Yes.
when would there be the biology test?
Right now the real number test on Friday.
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, objective or subjective?
Objective.
Could you scroll down?
Completed?
Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Then here question is a simple question. A tower stands vertically on the ground. Now here one more thing, that is when the object is person is looking at the top of the tower. So the person's height is mentioned, then only you are considering its height. That means a person, here it is a tower and a person's height is given 1.5 meter. Then we are considering the height of the person, and from here his eyes is on the top of the at that height. So from here the angle of elevation we have to consider. In that case, we have to consider the angle of elevation from that point. For that point again we have to draw the horizontal line, and this is angle. Always the angle made by the line of sight with horizontal line is important. So this is angle theta. That is angle of elevation. So if height of the person is given, we have to consider it, and the line of sight will be from the height of the person. But if the height of the person is not mentioned at that time, then the person's height we are considering as a point size. We are not considering its point. We have to consider as a person is at a point on the ground exactly. So here tower stands vertically on the ground. So this is a tower, stands vertically on the ground, 90 degree. This is a tower. From a point on the ground, which is 15 meter away from the foot of the tower. So here is the foot of the tower, 15 meter from here. So suppose here, 15 meter at this, from this point, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower. So at this position, angle of elevation of the top of the tower is found to be 60 degrees. Find the height of the tower. So height of the tower we have to consider as h. So we have to give the name to the figure A, B and C. So you have to write what is AB. AB is the height of tower. And point C is the point of observation. So we have to use the trigonometry. This is 90. This is a right triangle, so we can use trigonometry. For trigonometry, which ratio will give you the relation between AB and BC? Tan theta. So it is tan C is equal to AB by BC. That means tan 60 degrees is equal to AB we have considered as a H and BC is given as 15. So tan 60 is value of tan 60. You need to remember all the angles of tan 60.
Root 3. Root 3.
It's root 3 is equal to H by 15. So cross multiply. H is equal to 15 root 3 meters. That's the height of the tower. If the value of root 3 is given in the question, you have to substitute and find the decimal answer. If it is not given, we are not supposed to substitute. The value of root 3 is 1.732. So if it is given, we have to substitute this value 15 into 1.732. Whatever the value is given in the question, we have to use that. 15 twos are 30, 45, 48, 4, 105, 109, 10, 25. 25.980 meter is the height of the tower. Okay, this is what you are doing. Drawing figure is very important in this question. Solving is easier. Solving will not take that much this one. Problem is if the this one drawing figure is gone wrong, then all 3 marks gone. So by reading question very carefully, draw the triangle. So complete this question and we will stop here. Tomorrow, so right now, today you are finishing all the circle questions. Who have not finished, finish all the questions. And then 45 onwards, whatever the questions are there, finish those. Similarity, one question is of similarity is there, don't solve that question. All other questions, only finding solutions, that is angles, you can solve those. Similarity question is there, 46 one, I think so similarity question is there, don't solve that question. And after that, all are easy questions, those are not so tough. Of circles, so finish that part first. Tomorrow onwards, this part we have to solve. Here are a single chapter, single exercise actually in this 75 questions are there. 77 questions on a single exercise in height and distances. So till level 1, that is 57 questions you have to solve. Okay. So after if completed, you can leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
Finish this one. Finish
Thank you, ma'am.
circles fully. And
Thank you,
one
ma'am.
thing, wait. This one, NCRT questions, 12 questions of NCRT, revise carefully, properly. All those questions are repeated questions. 12 questions, 12 exercise questions and 2 example questions. 14 questions of NCRT. Should be completely clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.